is being targeted now. We're going to get the over the shoulder camera very soon onto this map. And if you just have a look, Shivani, these are some of the areas, and we're just going to get the OTS here. These are some of the areas, and this is a map that has been put out by Iranian state media, which is being reported by the Wall Street Journal staff report. So this is a graphic which we will just put out there. You can see the Erbil Air Base, which is in Iraq, Tel Aviv. You have the Ali Al Salam Air Base in Kuwait. The US 5th Fleet is here in Bahrain. You have in Riyadh, you have strikes there apparently. Al Udeid Air Base, which is Qatar. And then you have the Al Dhafra Air Base in UAE. So let's have a look. Let's come in. Let's come into the frame. Let's go into this and let's hang on to this and show these are the areas that we are talking about. Viewers, this is what I want us to focus on. Director Saab, can you please cut to this camera here? Wonderful. There you can see it. Now, if we can just get the resolution a little better on this, you can see the Erbil Air Base, which is in Iraq. That's Iran there. That's Tehran. It's pretty much on the same latitude. So it overlooks the territory of Iran. And this is, of course, you're looking at Western Iran. Here is the Ali Al Salam Air Base. If you can zoom in more, sir, there it is. There it is. And that's Kuwait. Just opposite that strait, there's Bahrain, the US 5th Fleet, and there's Qatar, the Al Udeid Air Base, and there's Dubai. So this map we're just going to put out for you, viewers, on the screen to give you a sense of the geography that is right now facing the strafe from Iran. And that is something that, viewers, we're going to be keeping an eye on. That's what we're going to be keeping an eye on. And these are the areas. These are the areas that are being harried right now by the Iranians. Now, whether this will lead to the Americans and the Israelis pulling back or not, we don't know. But clearly, as of now, they are trying to, at some level or the other, saturate the airspace over these areas. Maybe because they are trying to distract General Pandey. The larger weapon systems, the radars of the United States and Israel, maybe they're going to conduct something bigger. Is that possible?
Yes. During Lion Royce, one very major lesson which Israel drew, and possibly that led to a certain degree of de-escalation, was Israel's entire air defense systems were actually, they fired the best systems quite early on. And that is why, if you recall, in the later stages, the Iranians were able to breach the air defense systems of Israelis and land quite fatal strikes. And this time, I think that is why they have gone for one simple calculation, that they will firstly surge the production and ensure their missiles are this thing. And now they will be only targeting the ones which are relevant, which are going to strike high value targets. So this is a change in possibly a strategy which Israel has taken. They need to conserve, because in last about 7-8 months, Iranians knew that they are going to face this war, come what may, because talks or no talks, they were quite fully prepared. They didn't want to change their strategic orientation, and Americans were going to come after them. And therefore, they have done well enough for themselves. Actually, just because they have taken out Khamenei and the top leadership of this thing, the regime has not changed. The response are going to continue, and this is not going to end very well for either of them as of now.
Well, let me also tell you that there are some releases that are now being put out by the MEA. So we're going to try and go out to those. We're trying to get connectivity here in the studio so I can open that link up.